Hey folks, welcome to another episode of 50 Plus Life 360, where we are touring homes for you to see, get some ideas for your retirement home, maybe your next Airbnb if you're into that, maybe your downsizing dream or whatever you're looking for. Today's video, we're showing you yet another stick-built home on its own land. And the reason we're doing this lately is because we have been thinking and trying to get you guys to think, if you buy an RV park model for $70, $80, $100,000, and then you had to buy land and clear, dig your septic in your well, put a driveway in, get power back there, all those things, all those costs add up. So just another consideration is a small home on a small lot, and that's kind of what we're showing you now. Something that is economical, that would still be under the price you would pay or pretty close to the price you would pay for a tiny home with some land and all that extra work you have to do. So we're staying economical, but I promise you, we have some tiny homes on our horizon that we can't wait to show you. So stay tuned for those videos if that's what you're into. But this video today is another Century Complete home. Now, we've toured some Century Complete homes in Florida. You remember a video, and I'll link it here, of a home in Defuniak Springs that we toured. And then we also toured a home that was in the area called Sunny Hills in Florida. Now, all those areas are in the Panhandle. And I'll put that Sunny Hills home and link to it right up here as well for you. So if you want to refresh your memory, just go back and watch those videos. But the difference today is we're the same builder, America's #1 trusted home builder, but we're actually in Alabama. So we're in Childersburg, Alabama, which is pretty much dead center of Alabama, almost the geographical center of Alabama. Not quite, but close to Birmingham, close to Tuscaloosa, close to Oak Mountain, close to recreation, close to shopping, close to the 280 corridor, which is a very popular area in Birmingham, Hoover area, where there's tons of shopping. But we're also kind of out in the woods where there's lots of hiking and fishing and boating and lakes and tons of recreation. So it's a really nice place. This home comes in just at 1,562 square feet. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Now, before I tell you any more about the house, Mrs. Tammy is going to take you on the outside tour like she always does, show you around the exterior of the home, and then you guys come back in and meet me, and we'll do an interior tour. So I'll see you in just a couple seconds. Hurry back.
Now if you're tired of mansions and rent too high, come on down where the ceilings kiss the sky. They're rolling through the country in a big old van with a GoPro, a dream, and a downsizing plan. Mrs. Tammy points, look at that storage stair. Mr. Chubby stuck in a loft with half his derriere. Mini splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hang in just fine. Compost and toilets in a barn door glide. Tiny home tours, it's a wild small ride. The kitchen's got a...
Hey folks, welcome back inside. How'd you like that exterior tour? Got to see some of the neat look and feature of this home here in Childersburg, Alabama. Now, Childersburg, again, as I said in the introduction, lots of outdoor activities. You know, we wouldn't be living too far from Mr. Chubby and Mrs. Tammy, and we are outdoors people. We like to go hiking, and if you're on the Pinhoti Trail, you just might see Mr. Chubby out there with his walking sticks hiking through the wilderness. Don't mistake him for Bigfoot. I'm Widefoot. But anyway, guys, we're in the foyer of this home, okay? Now, this home does have a foyer, so that's a neat change. A lot of you guys gave us a lot of feedback on the Century homes in Florida that we toured. Not enough windows, no rear door, things like that. Well, stay tuned because this one is quite a bit different than the ones we saw in Florida. And I will try to get a name of this floor plan so that you can tell what that is, and I'll put it in here. Right now, I don't know it, but I do have a floor plan, but I just don't have the name of the model, so I'm sorry for that. But right off the foyer, as soon as you come in the front door, no windows for your privacy, but you do have a coat closet. This coat closet is 2 foot by 3'6" wide. Big, nice, large coat closet. Double as a vacuum cleaner or a broom closet if you want a broom up here at this section of your house. Good benefit to this house. I'm going to tell you before, well, hang on. Foyer, 8'1" by 8'7". That's the dimension, including the bump out for the, that's the overall dimension, including the bump out for the coat closet. But the big bonus to this house, the reason you're going to pay just a hair over $200,000 for this house, you also get a 2-car garage. And it is finished sheetrock. It is not painted, but it does have finished sheetrock in the ceiling and the walls. Your hot water heater is in a closet section over here. It's not closed in. Your panel box is out here. This is about a 20 by 22 car garage, tall ceiling. And you've got your attic access up this way, and you get a garage door opener. It's a single garage door. 2 quick brick steps right in and out of your garage. And you're back in the house, right here near the front. So I'll let you come back inside. I will get this light as you come back in. So there's your foyer. Now, as you turn around from your foyer, walk into your foyer, you are in one of the biggest great rooms I have ever seen in a small footprint home in my life. This thing is humongous. Imagine your furniture here. You could do whatever type of placement you would like. You are wired with electricity on that wall and that wall. It is set up to have your television there. I don't exactly get that, but with today's televisions, all you need is an internet connection and you can put your TV anywhere you want to. You have electricity there. You have 2 windows here on this exterior wall. Plenty of LED lights throughout. We have 8-foot ceilings in this home. But this great room overall is 15 foot 8 inches. And to this wall, I stopped the great room measurement at this wall. It's 26 foot 8 inches to where you are at the edge of the foyer. So that is humongous on the great room size. Just look at that space. This is perfect to put your dining room right here. To have your dining, a large dining table, almost as large as you could imagine. You could put your table this way if you chose to do that, or this way, and your living space over there, or you could invert it if you would like to do that as well. Now, off of the great room, over here to this section, in this little alcove, you have 2 bedrooms. And I'm going to let Mrs. Tammy catch up to me. And then we'll show the bedrooms. And you guys comment about what good work Miss Tammy does on the filming of these homes, because she is patient, she is steady with that camera, she doesn't get you dizzy, and I try to stay out of the way. But this is what I call the front bedroom, or bedroom 3. This bedroom is 10 foot by 10 foot 4, and that includes that does not include this little foyer area. So you get an extra little space for this foyer area, but I cut the measurement off right here. So it's 10 foot by 10 foot 4. So you get a little bonus for this foyer. And you have a closet, of course, in a bedroom, and its own window and its own LED light. This is a slab home, so your vents for your HVAC system are in the ceiling. So if you have kittens or dogs or whatever, you're not going to get a lot of problem with that.
What is the measurements on this closet?
This closet is 2 foot by 6'5" wide, so a rather large closet in that space. And as soon as you exit, to your left is going to be the bathroom, and we'll cover that in just a second. But straight across this little mini hallway alcove is bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2 is a bit larger. As you notice as you walk in, it doesn't have a foyer for that door, but that bedroom is 10 foot 5 by 12 foot 4. So it gives you just about 20 square feet more than the front bedroom. And remember, as you're aging in place, this home does not have to be, all the bedrooms don't have to be used as bedrooms. You could have one as an office, one as a craft room, one is just a little den, reading nook, whatever you would like. I'll give you those choices. But 1,562 square feet is plenty of room. This closet, 2 foot by 6'5", 2 foot by 6'4", 1 inch shorter Then the other room, but 1 inch on 2 foot, is 2 square feet less. Not a big deal. Out of that bedroom and right to your right again, so I don't get you disoriented, is your hall bathroom. The hall bathroom, as most are, is equipped with a bathtub, which is great for small families, starter home. That's what this home is really intended for. But it's going to have a bathtub and a combo shower unit. That one has 4 shelves. You have an exhaust fan and an LED light over your vanity. And the vanity, there is a 2'6" vanity or 30 inch. And that bathroom, as is pretty much standard in all homes for a hall bath, is 5 foot by 8 foot. And that's going to be, of course, a 5 foot tub, elongated chair height toilet, your quartz countertop, the thin type quartz countertop, and it has the vanity that does not have a drawer on the top, but it just has 2 cabinets. You've got plenty of wall space over the toilet that you could put another cabinet, hanging wall cabinet, or floating shelves, whatever your heart's desire. It's your home. It's brand new. You get your choices and your additions as you would like, and it is a clean slate for you to do what your heart's desire is. Now, as you come out of that alcove back into the great room, we're going to talk about this peninsula and this kitchen. This peninsula, bar, whatever you would like to call it, I call it a peninsula because it's connected. It's not an island. It's connected to the wall. This peninsula is 8'6" long. It is 3'2" deep. And this is what I would call, let's see, 1 Mr. Chubby, 2 Mr. Chubby, 3 Mr. Chubby, 4 Mr. Chubby bar. So you can fit 4 Mr. Chubbies here eating all the food you can cook him, or you could possibly have as many as 5 or 6 children, just whatever you got going on. You may want to buy a house like this as an aging grandmother, and your children have grown up and moved away, and all the grandkids are gone. Imagine this place as a grandma's daycare. If you could get that approved in your location, how many kids could you stack in a bar? Imagine a whole great room as a playroom for your kids. Crazy. And you can cook their lunches while you're watching them. So anyway, let's talk about the kitchen. The kitchen comes with the LG appliance package, which Century Complete is getting into now. They've made a deal with LG, so now they're using LG appliances. This one does not have a refrigerator. I did not see it in the listing where it says it comes with a refrigerator, so I'm not going to say it does, but you could probably work something out in the deal. This is a glass top range, over-the-counter microwave with the vent built in. You get full-size dishwasher. This has a single bowl undermount stainless steel sink, and we get the same countertops that we saw in the bathroom. Now, drawers. Let's talk about drawers. We have a huge, large drawer here in this cabinet. That's at least a 30, if not a 36-inch cabinet. You get a small drawer here. Mr. Chubby hid his tape measure and stuff in there, but there's a small drawer here. And you get another large drawer here as well on each side of that stove, so it's very convenient for you when you are cooking and you need a utensil just to reach in those large drawers. Let's look at these drawers again. These are not the fully extendable drawers, so there is about 4 inches where you have to reach back in to get stuff in the way back. But it's just a standard appliance package, cabinet package in here. Now, Century Complete again. Let me give you the overall measurements here. This kitchen, 12'5" by 17 foot. So from here out past the bar is 17 foot. The width here is 12'3" across. And I measured that depth to the corner of this wall because that's where I cut the measurement for the great room to the kitchen. So 17 foot that way, 12 foot wide, 12 foot 5 inches wide this way. Now, a couple of things. Right behind you, we mentioned in Century Complete homes in Florida, they do not have a rear exit. This one does. This one has a sliding door to a small patio out there that is covered for you. And Mr. Chubby failed to measure that, but I'm going to guesstimate that is about a 10 by 10 or a 10 by 9 patio concrete out there for you. Now off to your other side is a large pantry that is lighted, convenient to a kitchen, 4 closet made shelves, and the floor shelf, which I call the Costco shelf. And that pantry is 4'2" wide by 5 foot deep. So a big, large pantry. Enough room to tuck away some of your appliances you don't use a lot.
Even more shelves on this side, or a big, huge spice rack, right?
Right, exactly. Now off the kitchen, convenient for midnight snacks, is the owner's suite, which we'll tour right at the end. But I want to bring your attention here to the laundry and mechanical space. Now the section over there where the laundry room is, and I didn't include the foyer for the door or the mechanical space, but that laundry space over there on its own is 5'1" wide and 8'4" deep. Now I told Mrs. Tammy when I came in that I could envision, sorry, somebody's calling. I could envision cabinets and counters over on this side of this laundry room. It's big enough. Your washer and dryer is just going to come to here. And this is just big enough to put a set of base cabinets, even wall cabinets, an ironing board if you'd love to iron clothes, but just a folding station, a place to put a hamper, anything. Just, this is humongous for a laundry room. And then over here to your side, to your left, is where the mechanical is for your HVAC air handler system. For anybody that really cares about that little space right there, that is 4'2" by 3'5". Nobody really cares about the utility room size.
Good place for your mops and your brooms and your vacuum cleaners.
Exactly. Close to the, and they're hidden. I mean, you could just stack them right here in your laundry room, but even in here, they're hidden away. So your mops, brooms, mop buckets, and vacuum cleaner could go there as well if you don't want to put them up front in that coat closet. Let me make sure that door's shut. Yep. Now this home has standard colonial type moldings, no crown molding. It has your basic, I call this chrome or polished nickel or whatever you want to call these doorknobs and fixtures. They're not black, they're not brass, they're not super duper upgraded, but they're nice. Now there's your linen closet, the only one that's in this home, and that is 2'2" deep and just at 4 foot wide, 3'11".
It's very nice.
Yes, it is convenient to your primary or your owner's suite or your master's, whatever term you want to use for it. But you do have to walk around the corner for the other bathroom because there's no linen in that area. And come on through into the owner's suite. Quite big, has 2 windows, has its own LED light. This is 12'11" by 13'2". And as with all Century Complete homes, it has a large closet in the owner's area for all of your clothing and storage needs. And that closet is 5'1" by 8'9". And there is obviously plenty of room for more shelving. They put enough in there to get you started. Carpeted in the bedrooms. Luxury vinyl plank throughout the rest of the home, including the bathrooms, great room and kitchen. And let's get to this primary bathroom. Now, many of you have said time and time again in your comments that as we age, we do not want a bathtub. We don't want to have to climb over the ledge of a bathtub and get in. Bathtubs are more dangerous and so on and so forth. Century Complete is thinking about that. They have this is a 5-foot shower. This step up into this tub, that's barely 4 inches. So that's not difficult at all just to walk over. And Miss Tammy has even indicated you may even be able to, if you're strong enough on your arms, to bump a wheelchair up into there if you needed to.
But you know what's great about this whole house is it's very handicap accessible. Look at the size of this bathroom. Look at the size of the doors, the size of just going through the kitchen and everything. There's plenty of room to maybe 2 wheelchairs side by side in some areas.
Yeah, this vanity is a double vanity. It has 2 undermount ceramic bowls. Has a large, 2 large mirrors over each vanity. The vanity is just a hair over 5 foot, and it has your same cabinets, countertops from your kitchen. Elongated chair height toilet in here. And this bathroom is wide. This is 6'2" wide, and it's 10'6" long. So it's a very large, expansive bathroom. Again, enough room to put a cabinet there if you wanted to. And you have even enough space as you come in here that you could do something here if you would want, like a storage rack or something else like that to fill in this space, or a complete standing cabinet. Just plenty of room in this home. 1,562 square feet. It's a lot of space. Now I'm going to turn out the lights as we work our way back out. Make sure I don't leave anything on. These homes, if you're in an area where Century Complete builds and you would like to tour some of their homes, they do have an automated system. You don't need to come in with an agent. They have a system where you download an app, and I forget the name of the app, Enter Here or something like that. And you download the app and you register. You have to show them a picture of your driver's license for security reasons. But then when you come up to the property, it has a property number, and you put in the property number, and it gives you a code for the electronic lock on the door. So guys, that covers this house. I think we've said about everything we need to about this house, as long as Mrs. Tammy doesn't let me forget my tape measure when we leave. This house, as I said earlier, is in Childersburg, Alabama. It's presented by Century Complete, and you can go to centurycommunities.com, or you can go to Century Complete, do a search, and you can see all their different properties in all different states that they build in. This home is 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, 1,562 square feet. It is located at 18 Griffin Drive. And the new subdivision they're in the process of building is called Griffin Creek. And it's Griffin Drive. And of course, we're going to put everything in the video description and along the bottom as you watch. And remember our disclaimer: we're not real estate agents, we're not realtors, we're not brokers. We are just tour guides. So keep that in mind, excuse me, as we show homes, that we're not affiliated with anyone other than ourselves as tour guides. The sales agent for this home is Tamika Ware Tompkins. And her name and number will be right here along the bottom. Her number is 205-790-3272. Now, I do want to let you know this home is eligible for USDA financing, if that's something you're interested in. The listing on Realtor does say that is USDA financing available, which means you could potentially qualify, depending on your credit and all those things, for 100% financing, no money down. So, Childersburg, Alabama, this area is USDA capable. Now, let's get to the price, so you guys can turn off the video, because I know you always wait for the price. And somebody made a comment the other day that I watched the whole thing, and then the price come along at the end, and it was too expensive, and I wasted my whole day. But we do have chapters. We set our videos up in chapters. So when you scroll, when you're watching our video on TV, you hit your down arrow, you will see chapters, and it will say living room, dining room, kitchen, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, bathroom, whatever. It'll also say floor plan, and it'll also say price. So you can scroll forward to those little tick marks on the video, and you will see the floor plan and the price. All right, so let's get on with the price. Guys, promised you this one's just a tick over $200,000, and it is $201,888. And do your math, 1,562 square feet, that's a pretty good bargain. The lot size on this, I don't have an exact lot size. I'm estimated to be just at a 1/4 acre. So don't quote me on that, because I don't have a measurement. But if I have one and can find it, I'll put it right here in the bottom. You guys, we thanks thank you for watching. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so every time we put out a new tour, you guys get to watch it. If you're a channel member, you get to watch it whenever we put it on YouTube instead of schedule it, because we schedule our videos certain days, certain times, and sometimes we'll put them up 2, 3, 4 days ahead of time. Sometimes it's just half a day ahead of time. But if you're a channel member, you get to watch them the minute they're posted on YouTube, and you don't have to wait until they're scheduled to come out. And if you guys like our content, hype the video, give us some hype points. And also, if you have a little extra money laying around, want to buy us a coffee, we keep like 95% of that money when people buy us coffee. We'll be glad to accept your little donations there. We're not e-begging, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to. You guys can, in exchange for you guys becoming members and donating to buy me a coffee, we put your name at the end of our videos. So you are recognized as a channel supporter. So anyway, guys, we appreciate every one of you. Thanks again. And I think I've covered everything. Appreciate it. And we will see you on the next house tour. So stay tuned.
Humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hang you just fine.